In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on October 24th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. San Antonio Spurs versus Minnesota Timberwolves. San Antonio will try to extend its 2-game winning streak when it travels to Minnesota on Monday night. The Spurs were blown out by Charlotte in their season opener, but they have bounced back with consecutive wins over the Pacers and 76ers. Minnesota has won 2 of its first 3 games, including a 116-106 win over Oklahoma City on Sunday. The San Antonio Spurs have been in decent form, as they will be aiming for a 3rd straight win after taking down the 76ers in a 114-105 upset on Saturday. Devin Vassell led the team with 22 points on 9 of 14 shooting. Keldon Johnson added 21 points with 8 rebounds, while Tre Jones chipped in with 13 points and 12 rebounds on 6 of 9 shooting. As a team, the Spurs shot 48% from the field and 16 of 38 from the 3-point line, as they took control of the contest with 35 points in the second quarter before pulling away in the second half despite a 40-point performance from the 76ers' Joel Embiid. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Timberwolves will be looking to stay hot after taking down the Thunder in a 116-106 road win last night. Anthony Edwards led the team with 30 points and 11 rebounds on 13 of 19 shooting. Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns each scored 15 points, while Naz Reid and Jalen Noel each scored 14 points. As a team, the Timberwolves shot a healthy 52% from the field and 10 of 34 from the 3-point line, as they hit the ground running and jumped out to an early 22-point lead, which allowed them to cruise in the second half. Looking at the betting trends, the Spurs are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 12-2 against the spread in their last 14 games overall. The Timberwolves are 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 3-9 against the spread in their last 12 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 9-4 in the last 13 meetings overall. The Spurs are 1-7 against the spread in the last 8 meetings overall, and the Spurs are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota. San Antonio won't make the playoffs this year, but this young team is playing hard, and the Spurs have talent led by Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. San Antonio was blown out in the season opener against Charlotte, but the Spurs have been playing good basketball since that embarrassing loss, beating Philadelphia and Indiana. The Spurs team has played together for a while now, and San Antonio doesn't need time to adjust to new player or changing rotations. Minnesota hasn't adjusted to playing with Rudy Gobert yet, and Karl Anthony Towns has struggled through 2 games, averaging 19.5 points, a number well below his career average of 23 points per game. Towns played the center position most of the year last season, and the Timberwolves lineup is very different this year, with Gobert playing major minutes. The Timberwolves are still figuring out how their offense with Gobert. The Minnesota Timberwolves are the better team and should be favored, but they're also a hit-or-miss team at times, and they can be tough to trust in the massive favorite role. The San Antonio Spurs also have the rest advantage here, with the Timberwolves playing last night. The Spurs are coming into this game with plenty of momentum, and they will be brimming with confidence following their upset road win over the 76ers. The Timberwolves have looked pretty good so far this season, but they fell victim to the new-look Jazz in a tough overtime loss, so they will be itching to get back in the win column. The Spurs are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 road games, while the Timberwolves are 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 home games. Like last season, I like the Timberwolves as underdogs or in soft favorite spots. I'm just not there with the Timberwolves to be laying double-digit chalk. So the San Antonio Spurs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both of these teams are playing fast, and even though Gobert is a very good interior defender, he often struggles to defend the perimeter against smaller and faster lineups. Minnesota is figuring out how they want to play with Gobert, but the Timberwolves still have a good offense led by Towns and Anthony Edwards. The Spurs struggled to defend against Indiana and Charlotte, giving up over 125 points in both games, and Minnesota, even with Gobert, has several players who aren't good defenders, such as Russell and Towns. San Antonio is shooting well from 3 three-point range so far this season, and the Spurs are playing up tempo as well. This should be a wide-open game between two teams that are both shooting well right now. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Denver Nuggets versus Portland Trail Blazers. The Denver Nuggets head to Moda Center in Portland, Oregon, to start a 4-game regular season series against the Portland Trail Blazers, as the NBA betting action goes on Monday night with a highly anticipated clash between a couple of Northwest Division foes. Denver aims for its third consecutive victory over Portland. Last season, the Nuggets went 3-1 straight up and against the spread against the Trail Blazers, while the over was 3-1 in their series. The Denver Nuggets will be aiming for a third straight win after beating the Thunder in a 122-117 home win on Saturday. Michael Porter Jr. led the team with 22 points on 8 of 15 shooting. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope added 21 points, while Nikola Jokic racked up a triple-double of 19 points with 16 rebounds and 13 assists. As a team, the Nuggets shot 49% from the field and a sizzling 20 of 38 from the three-point line, but they committed a total of 18 turnovers, which just kept the Thunder in the contest right till the end. Meanwhile, the Portland Trail Blazers will be looking to stay undefeated after outlasting the Lakers in a 106-104 road win last night. Damian Lillard led the team with a game-high 41 points on 15 of 25 shooting. Jerami Grant added 16 points, while Anthony Simons chipped in with 12 points. As a team, the Trail Blazers shot 44% from the field and 10 of 27 from the three-point line as they squandered an early 12-point lead before escaping late in the game thanks to Grant, who made the game-winning layup with just 3 seconds left on the clock. Looking at the betting trends, the Nuggets are 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 road games against a team with a winning home record. The Trail Blazers are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 home games, 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-10 against the spread in their last 13 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 20-8 in the last 28 meetings overall, and the Nuggets are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings overall. There is a huge difference between the ball movement between these two teams, as Denver is currently tied for 5th in the NBA with 28 assists per game, while Portland is last in the NBA with just 17.7 assists per game on average. A lot of Portland's offense relies on getting to the free throw line, as they are second in the NBA with 25.3 fouls drawn per game, while Denver is not that far behind with 22 per game. I can trust almost everyone on the Nuggets to make a tough shot and be okay with the results, while it feels like I can only trust Lillard and Nurkic with the ball for the Trail Blazers. The Nuggets have yet to hit their stride this season, but they've won 2 in a row, and Jokic looks to be in midseason form after tallying a triple-double on Saturday. The Trail Blazers have hit the ground running, and they will be playing on 0 days rest after sneaking past the Lakers in a gritty 104-102 win over the Lakers. The Nuggets are 5-1 against the spread against the Trail Blazers in their last 6 games. I would be tempted to take the Trail Blazers if we were getting more points, but with the line so short, I'd lean towards the Nuggets, who clearly have more firepower across the roster, so the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have done a good job in hitting the three-point shot this season, as the Nuggets are second in the NBA with a 50.4 three-point percentage, while the Trail Blazers are currently tied for 13th with 47.2% of their attempts hitting. Damian Lillard and Nikola Jokic are 2 of the best players at getting the ball in the basket, as Jokic is averaging 24 points per game while Lillard is scoring 34 points per night in the early season. Both teams are allowing a decent amount of offensive rebounds, which leads to good looks, as Portland is allowing 7.7 offensive rebounds per game, while Denver is giving up 9.3 per game. The over has hit in 20 of their previous 28 games, including 9 of the last 13 played in the Moda Center. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.